Not everything about van life is pretty.
Hey everybody, I'm Marion, the Inappropriate Artist, parked in a Cracker Barrel parking lot tonight. Been here actually for most of the day. Got to visit this morning with my cousin, Summer Sky. It was so lovely to get to meet her for the first time. Although we've, known each other on Facebook, but other than that, that was kind of cool. That was definitely cool. We kind of hung out in her backyard and just kind of had a nice get-to-know-ya conversation, which was lovely. I did no painting today. I spent most of the day looking for where I'm gonna head to next and messaging people, trying to figure out where I can stay as it's getting hot. And so I am heading north. I know Maine, Maine is my goal, and I'd like to get there sooner than later, but I have things to take care of with this van, some leaks that need fixing, and I really need to find a power source. This is something I'm figuring out. I have really stressed the battery in the van, so power source is definitely a necessity at this point. Well, I am going to keep this little chat short because I am hoping to give you a little bit of a taste of what it's like day to day finding places to stay, especially during this pandemic. And I'm doing my best to self-isolate. And I'd like to get to Connecticut before my ice needs a refill, because then I can have a friend get me ice rather than going to the store, as I would like to be responsible and quarantine when I get to Connecticut, as I'm supposed to do. So yeah, that's the plan. I hope you stay tuned, and I hope you'll watch till the end of the video. I have no idea what's going to happen. This is one without a plan. Alright, stick around. So, having my coffee this morning. I have my water ready for my oatmeal. Hey everybody, good morning. Waking up in the Cracker Barrel parking lot, having my coffee, oatmeal, getting ready to hit the road. We are hopefully going to make our way into Pennsylvania today. I was messaging a friend of mine yesterday, hoping to be able to stay somewhere in the Catskills, which would have really been a long haul. But their road is really washed out, so unless I have really high clearance and an all-wheel drive, it's probably not a safe bet. So that's off the table. But he made a lot of really great suggestions. So I think we'll make it into Pennsylvania, and I'm hoping that we can find a spot along the river where, like a fly fishing spot, parking spot, or something like that. We'll see. I'm also made sure to locate the Flying J that is just on the other side of the Pennsylvania border, just in case, because I only have so much gas and gas money, so I have to be thoughtful about how much I'm spending on my way. I am wary of the wandering at this point, and since I do have things that need to be taken care of in Connecticut, I should just get my butt there. So, but for the sake of the girl, I try not to travel too far in one day. So we're gonna just do Pennsylvania today. And all right, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. rest area in the Shenandoah in Virginia still. And as you can see from that little bit of B-roll, and it's quite a lovely spot to stop. Not going inside. I take care of all my business in the van, so that way I don't have to touch anything. I know, but you know what? I don't think it's such a bad thing to be a little extra cautious. There we go. Brighten that up a little bit now that I've entered the shade. Nugget is hanging out in a nice little shady spot. I let her out of the carrier so she could run around, get a snack, get some water, go to the litter box, you know, all that kitty stuff. So, it's not been a bad drive this morning. I think I'm really pleased with the way things are going so far today, and it's not too hot. I left early enough this morning so we could get most of the driving done in the morning, and then that way I would have the afternoon to find a place to park. If I can avoid the truck stop, I will, and find a nice wooded spot. Otherwise, a truck stop it'll be, because it's always a good safe spot. All right, I'll catch you in a little bit. And this is what I come into. Ooh, what you doing there, sweet girl? Oh, so we decided to come outside for a little fresh air before we leave. You can get a little bit more of a look at this really beautiful rest area. She's happy to be out of the carrier, but you know, on the other hand, she doesn't really mind being in the carrier so much. I always give her a couple of feathers and a squishy toy to play with. And I don't drive for more than like an hour at a time, so she gets a chance to get out and get some water. Well, it looks like I see some storm clouds. I'm gonna check the radar, and we're gonna hit the road. Say see you later, Nugs. See you later, everybody. Little girl keeping cool, playing with some feather. She's having some feather time. You know, when I first saw her and Beth asked me if I wanted to take her, I was hesitant. You know, I was worried about if her being bored in the van. But I gotta tell you, she's so easily entertained. So easily entertained. And yeah, you know, these hot days have been tricky. I didn't expect to spend so much time in hot parking lot, but honestly, it hasn't been bad. I was really fortunate all last month being able to park up in the shade at my friend Lee's, and some of you may have seen it, some of you may have not. I made a video for his property. I'll see if I can find a link for it and put it below. It's a beautiful retreat center. You mean, I have a whole bunch of videos of me walking through it if you want to go back a few videos and watch. But yeah, beautiful spot, and I was really fortunate to get to stay there for a whole month. And I got so much painting done, and it felt so good. Admittedly, I'm not painting right now, even though I'm stationary, because it's dark in here and it is hot outside. So I'm taking a little break. As far as that goes, I'll be back to painting again very soon. Probably when I get to Connecticut, because I'll be able to park places in the shade where I can like disconnect my battery, open my doors, and, you know, be able to let the light in. You know, that matters. It really does. I have one light, and I have to conserve the battery on that light, so I only use it when I absolutely have to, unless I can plug in. So if I can run an extension cord and charge the light at whim, then I have no problem using it up on a day like today. But since I'm charging it with the vehicle, I have to be thoughtful of how much I use this battery. And yes, you hear the engine running and the AC going because it's hot, and I got a furry little kid back there who needs to stay cool, so I'm doing what I can for her. I tried to find a cooling pad inside of this Flying J, but they're out of them, unfortunately. He's like, yeah, it's 'tis the season. So I was hoping to find something to help her out a little bit. Although whenever I shut this off, and I've shut it off periodically just to give the engine a rest, but you know, it is what it is. It heats up, even with all the Reflectix up, it heats up pretty quick. And I have the Reflectix up, so I don't know if you can see that. I have it all around the van right now, trying to keep the interior as cool as I possibly can. Again, I'm going back a while, but Shannon, when I was in Florida, thank you so much for helping me get that roll of Reflectix. It has been a lifesaver in a very big way. So we are gonna hang out here for today, and by tomorrow midday I should be in Connecticut. I'm going to be stopping and staying the night in my friend's driveway, one of my friend's driveways, on my way into the state. And so I will be up in my hometown-ish, because I grew up someplace else, but my mom lives, she's moved. So, she's up in the northwest corner, so I'll be heading up that direction. And yeah, so I'm kind of excited to see some friends. We're all, of course, gonna stay, keep our distance, wear masks, do everything we need to do to protect each other. And I do believe I'm supposed to be quarantining, so I'll probably just be like sitting in my van with the doors open and they're sitting on the other side of the driveway, and I can stay home that way. And so, yeah, and I have friends who are going to be picking me up ice bags, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's where we are today, and we'll pick you up. I guess I'll pick this up again later or in the morning. We'll see. All right. Bye. Sleepy now after getting me up at 3 a.m., which wasn't bad since we're traveling today, but oy vey. Good morning. Oatmeal's almost ready. Finishing up my last cup of coffee. And then it's time to pack up and hit the road. We are going to be in Connecticut today. You watching Card? Oh, no, I'm scaling the seat. She's just, kind of getting her exercise after being in the carrier for most of the ride this morning. We've been in the car for about, 2.5 hours. We got about an hour plus a little to go before we get to Newburgh anyway. I just set that on the map so I make sure to go no tolls. Yeah, she's keeping busy. Had a nice drive through the Poconos. It was absolutely beautiful. I did not see any good pullover spots, but I'm also not checking for them. I have very little service right now, if any at all. But I needed to stop, go to the bathroom, eat some peanuts, a banana. I want to make sure she got some water, so she had a good drink. I think we're going to hit the road in just a second here, but I thought I'd give a little update as to where we are. It's been a pretty easy drive. I'm still like, whoa, to the gas prices, because I've really been used to southern prices. But it is what it is. So if y'all are interested in helping me with some gas. I wouldn't say no. Links are below for PayPal Me, which is immediate. If you wanted to become a member, please do so over on Patreon. That link is below as well. And yeah, so I think we're going to hit the road, and we'll catch up with you in just a minute. Just passed into the Hudson River Valley, and we are headed closer to Connecticut. We're about an hour away. And stopped to let the kid out of the carrier for a little bit because she was crying. Good morning, everybody. I made it to Ridgefield, Connecticut. I'm at my friend's house, and I tented up the van yesterday. I took out the tarp and protected the side of the van with the most windows on it so that I could have a little bit more protection from the heat. So this was the van all tented up. I thought I was going to be spending more time in the van yesterday, but I took Nugget and set up the playpen on their back deck, and we sat out on the back deck all day in the shade, and it was absolutely lovely. The breeze was beautiful, and of course, she sleeps most of the day anyway, and then tries to keep me up all night. 3 a.m. this morning, she was like, "Come on, Mom, let's get up." And I was like, "Yeah, no, we already did that. I'm not doing that again." Plus, I didn't get to bed till 10 o'clock because we were up chit-chatting until about 9. So, which is late for me. I don't usually stay up that late. But yeah, so we're just waking up, and so my trip home for a visit and for some van repairs and for computer repairs, right? So I've messaged the computer guy, Matt, and I'm waiting to hear from him. And I did put a call into the mechanic, but I'll call him again and see if we can't set up the appointment for him to check for the leaks and find out where they are, and see if I'll find out whether or not he's going to be the one to seal them up. Yeah, so that's what's on the docket for this week for me. And we'll see how it goes. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I can't believe you made it to the end of this video. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe or consider doing so. It is free. And if you'd like to contribute to my journey, which I'd really appreciate because I am trying to raise the gas money to get to Maine. And my, bills for the month, whatnot. Although I do try to sell paintings for that. But yeah, so I'm working on building my stores so that I can get further north where it's cooler, and those links are below in the description, so you can either do one-time contributions through my PayPal Me account, or you can subscribe to my Patreon page and become a member over there. That little family is growing. Yay. And over there you get special videos of me painting. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.